Welcome to the Cornea Impression and welcome to Range Rover House. But before we go ahead, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe and click the bell icon, because when you do that, we can bring to you cars such as this. Say hello to the brand new Range Rover Bespoke Sadaf edition. Designed for the UAE, only 20 cars will be built ever. Priced at around 1.5 million dirhams at the starting, this is a car that truly is the pinnacle of Range Rover. We are at a place called Range Rover House, where customers can experience the complete bespoke opportunities that Range Rover can provide for the discerning clientele who wants to be a part of the family, who wants to go in and spec the car to this level of detail. And this is a way of Range Rover flexing its muscles and showing off, saying that look, we can do whatever your heart desires. We can do your deepest desires come to life. We can make them come to life with our bespoke program. So what's unique about this car? I'm taking you through it in a second. This color combination has been inspired by the rich history of the UAE, which was a pearl diving nation before it became a global powerhouse. As you can see, it is white, but just not any white. When you come up close, you can see the pearl finish in it, which is deep and lustrous and shines exactly like a mother of pearl setting. The gold on the badging is 24 karat gold. So yes, that is a lot of fancy, but at the same time, it is quite discreet. People who know it or can identify it are the only people that will pay attention to it. To everyone else, it is just another white Range Rover, which is perfect for today's modern luxury standards. Obviously inspired by the beautiful vistas over here, we always have the ocean around us. And taking cue from the ocean, you have a pale blue iridescent rooftop, which is floating roof, quintessential to Range Rover, and matching that are two-tone rims. So you have a light blue shade matching the roof and the silver as well. So yes, small discerning touches that mark this car for what it is. Look at the black chrome over here as well. Again, a part of the bespoke options. When you come inside, that's when you start seeing what this car is all about. If you see the rear, it's blue, and the interiors on the front are cream and beige, exactly like sand. And even the wood color you can see is pale brown, creamish, off-whitish. Never seen that kind of color on modern cars. And when you see the inside, you have the same trimmings over here on the center console, and then the beautiful white ceramic gear shifter. Obviously it gets a panoramic roof, and you can see the two-tone combination between the blue and the off-white with contrast stitching. So the seats have blue stitching and the leather in the front has blue stitching as well. If you notice, even the steering wheel has the matching veneer of wood. Obviously you get a tread plate with whatever customization options you want, and it says 1 of 20 as well. You have the SV Bespoke Sadaf edition embroidered on this with the brand new audio system, the 4D audio system, which Range Rover has built into the seats as well. And yes, the Meridian audio system on Range Rovers is one of the best ever. Range Rover has made this look even cooler than before. When you sit at the rear of the long wheelbase Range Rover, it's sitting in a long wheelbase limousine. The blue over here completely contrasts and offsets the front and is super comfortable. In fact, they even have put in a new embroidery machine which can basically create any type of embroidery pattern you give them on their bespoke editions. As you can see, they have even thought about how deep the carpets should be. At Range Rover House, there are multiple bespoke options. Carpets, leather, interior trims, paint samples, everything that you can imagine can be done. What you see over here is just a small glimpse of what is possible at any Range Rover House in your vicinity. The whole point of this exercise has been Range Rover succeeding in telling us they are here and they are here to become the next pinnacle of luxury. There's a lot of content around the Range Rover House which is again a curated luxury experience for the discerning clients across the world. Few of them have been done in Monaco, the US, and now for the first time ever here in the UAE. So yes, there's a lot more happening around Range Rover House with interviews with Gerry McGovern, the creative head of Range Rover. The Sadaf, 20 units only for the UAE region. How many other concepts like this have you planned across the world?
Well, so far this is the fifth edition.
Okay.
We did a couple of different editions in America.
Right.
We did one in Australia and one in, where was the other one? In Monaco. So we're not going to do lots and lots.
Right.
But when we have an event like this where we want to come to a particular region that is special to us, we'll try and create something that is unique to that region that still maintains, still absolutely a Range Rover, but something that weaves in part of the cultural heritage of that particular region. That's what it's about. Once they're gone, that's it. That's what makes them special.
Right.
But then, of course, we do have, like we're here this week, we found that there's a lot of our clients, they want to come and they want to sort of bespoke their own.
Right.
And there's a phenomenal appetite for that. And what we try and do with that is curate something that's going to be right, make sure they don't make any mistakes.
Correct.
So that's what this is about.
And Bruce, who is also the Middle East director for Range Rover. When is electrification coming in for the Range Rover? Because they were supposed to, I think, bring it out this year, give or take, or 2025, if I'm not mistaken.
Look, electrification for all brands is key.
Right.
I think when you're launching an electric product, you have to make sure that it's right.
Right.
You can imagine taking an electric vehicle into the desert, or putting it in a half a meter of water or 0.75 of a meter in water and having a bit of a problem if it's not properly engineered.
Correct.
So the engineering and the design of those vehicles will be class leading in many respects.
Right.
We've started to take expressions of interest for the Range Rover EV, and the vehicle will be coming towards us. I think we've stated globally the timing on it and what our intentions are. But we need to make sure that product is right, because you only get one chance, and a Range Rover is a Range Rover.
Yeah.
So if I get out of my Range Rover PHEV or I get out of my V8 into my electric Range Rover, there should be no change.
Right.
In terms of the experience, in terms of the performance, in terms of what is required of that particular vehicle.
Absolutely correct on that. You guys have it. Thought process is correct. So looking forward to the electric version of the Range Rover soon.